Well, website greetings, true believers. This is Saturday, October the 30th, and you have indeed entered Makeshift Overtime with me, Chris Duerr, where we do what we can with the technology we've got. Hopefully a return to traditional TV next weekend, but here's your Saturday breakdown. Class 1A sectional cross country here at Elmwood, and who else? Miles Shepard of West Hancock was the show, qualifying for state as a sectional medalist today in a time of 15:06. That was 33 seconds better than second place. He'll head off to Detweiler, as will Liberty's Cannon Wolf, not pictured here, who finished with a third place time of 16:01 today. Both Miles Shepard and Cannon Wolf carrying plenty of momentum with them, headed off to Peoria next Saturday to try and win state medals and perhaps in Miles' case, a state title. Class 3A sectional racing now on a muddy track at Bob Mays Park, but that meant home cooking today for Ficker Rosen and the Quincy Guy Blue Devils. Ficker in a very talented and competitive lead pack from the very jump in this one. In fact, he'd take a temporary lead at the mile mark. It was brief but short-lived. Here he is in full sprint mode down the stretch to secure fifth place in a time of 15:56, which means Ficker is headed off to Detweiler Park. On the ladies' side, Anna Schuring also trying to make that goal a reality today. Super talented girls field, but Anna was equal to the task. You see her here finishing in 12th place in a time of 19:14. She's headed to play in Peoria as well, and we'll update you on some Missouri sectional action from Lynn, Missouri, coming up just a bit later. To IHSA playoff first round Saturday, and in Class 1A, top seeded Camp Point Central versus the Blue Devils of Villa Grove. The Panthers' first drive, sluggish against a defense packing the box. Here's your answer. Second drive, one play. Nick Moore to the air. Garrett Williams could not be more wide open. He races 73 yards to pay dirt. Really good touchdown. Celebration, Garrett, needs some work, but he'd have ample opportunity to practice today. Meanwhile, two-point conversion, back to the air, this time Moore to Josh Alford. It's 8-0. Now 8-8, and here comes that same combination. Moore to Garrett Williams, this time a 40-yard touchdown strike, and the two-point conversion would come courtesy of the fullback Sterling Stotts, who would later get injured. We hope he's okay. At this point, 16-8. I tell you what, that Central defense roared from that point forward. It's the aforementioned Mr. Stotts with the amazing tackle for loss. And check out the string out work here by big Caleb Post to end up with a tackle for loss. The ball goes back to Camp Point Central, and they go back to work. How about a third time? Lather, rinse, repeat. More to Garrett Williams, this time from 33 yards away. The two-point conversion is good as well, as again, it would be Josh Alford on the back end of this thing. You know what? Camp Point Central's offense, fantastic in this one. The defense roaring again as well in this one. Isaac Genenbacher with a big tackle. His team already up 32-8 in this one. Genenbacher going to do some work on the ground in this one. A 6-yard touchdown, which he just powers his way in to get the score. Camp Point Central trying to get the running clock started, and they would do exactly that in the second half. More to come right here. Two-point conversion to Josh Alford. That's good as well. And how about some more passing? This time, Mr. Moore to the air, but this time to Isaac Genenbacher to extend the lead out to 48-8. The Panthers end up winning 48-14. They advance to the second round, where they will either host Nokomis or travel to Moweaqua Central A&M. Also in the Class 1A bracket today, fourth-seeded Rushville Industry hosting Colfax Ridgeview, who proved to be more than just your ordinary 13-seed, big, powerful, and effective offense, and the Rockets were powerless to stop it today. This is Caden Farrell early on, splashing his way home. Colfax Ridgeview able to attack all day long. Meanwhile, Rushville Industry couldn't mount much in the way of offense. This was the sum total of their scoring. A beautiful play-action pass from Tyler Bickerman to Charlie Terry, who races 62 yards to pay dirt, but that would be the sum total of it. Rushville Industry bows out today by virtue of a 34-6 defeat. But we did, in fact, have some good news today in the Class 1A bracket by virtue and by way of the Brown County Hornets, who go on the road and pull off the 24-14 upset of Toledo Cumberland. So Brown County is still alive and kicking. Tom Little's team not only advances to the second round, they'll get to host there as the Hornets will welcome the Purple Raiders of Arcola next weekend, who unfortunately for our purposes eliminated West Central today of Winchester. Final count in that one was 31-12. And the Cougars just didn't seem to have the same offensive potency after Ryan Moore tore his ACL. That's a great kid. High school career probably over, and what a career it has been. But unfortunately, without him, the Cougars just couldn't muster enough to pull off the upset. Everywhere else today, though, in the football bracket, carnage. Class 2A, Unity Payson puts up a good first half fight at Nashville before eventually succumbing 48-20. Beardstown actually shocked the state and jumped out to an early 15-12 lead on Williamsville before eventually falling 43-22 in Class 3A. Also in Class 4A today, after being tied with Murfreesboro at 14 apiece in the first quarter, Macomb falls and sees their season come to an end. 43-22 again, that in Class 4A. We did have some other good playoff news today. Class 3 Missouri District Soccer playoff action. First round of the district sees Hannibal wipe out Warrenton 5-0. Parker Terrell with the shutout in that one made another save on a PK. So up next on Tuesday, back down to Fort Zumwalt East, where the 3-seed Hannibal will take on the 2-seed that is Zumwalt East. On the hill today at Culver Stockton, the Wildcats looking for a record-tying 7th win for a season, which would match the 1969 team, and the Wildcats wasted little time going at it against William Penn. Culver Stockton quarterback Jace Ornsdorf to Connor Perrin. His 29th career touchdown pass sets the new school record. Took a second for it. 27-yarder. It's 7-0 in a blink, but you know what? The Wildcats are not done yet. Facing third down and forever, Jace Ornsdorf goes into his bag of tricks and finds this guy, Happy Slayton Ochoa Day. What a day for him. His first catch of the day of 4 went for 79 yards and a touchdown, and it's 14-0. Now 14-14 after William Penn scored 14 unanswered points. How about this? A little running fun from this guy, Tyler Danzy, a 42-yard scamper to give the lead back to Culver Stockton at 21-14, and then the defense roars 4th and 1. How about this? Darren Jones is there to snuff it out. William Penn would give Culver Stockton a short field, couldn't do anything with it, but the defense continued to play well. Check out Noah Dukes right here with a tackle for loss. And did I mention Slayton Ochoa today? 4 catches, 3 of them for touchdowns. This one went for 58 yards, set a new school record for single game receiving yardage at 263 as Culver Stockton goes on to win this one by the final count of 52-28. Elsewhere in college football, not a good day on the road at Kirksville for Quincy University as they end up going scoreless in the first half, spotting Truman State a 28-0 lead and losing eventually by the final count in that game of 49-28.